is that BLG, with their Vi-Ari combination and the equalizer, where do you want to go with that route? Who do you want to target? You talked about how the Jhin plays very far back. For the swap, it looks like.
Nope. Oh, maybe? No, okay. They are just going to head back towards their standard lanes. And the thing is, right, the center, as we've been saying, right, is in a strong enough spot where even if you do get completely bullied out during the early laning phase, you're still fine. It's still a situation that you can make it work.
For the next 5 or so minutes.
Oh, but Baytron is here, and Knight also on the roam down, and Kyle, he's already blown the
stun,
flash.
Cyclone on Unbreakable Will, the curtain call shot. Will it come through? Tarzan will flash forward, throw down the staff, get first blood over AL, and now the stuns are coming through for Shanks as well. Baytron will be caught with Knight, not able to support him. AL, like they've done all season long, better on the map.
No damage at this point in the game. And hang on, we jump out, could be straight into another fight. BLG, they should be able to grab this Drake uncontested, but... Oh, Shanks.
Shanks has his flash available. Knight waiting with the charm. Flash going to be committed. The headbutt pulverized from On is perfectly timed, and Shanks is picked off. And who gets the kill but Knight? Can we see response from the Hope Kyle?
Watch this bot lane.
Dive?
I think this is a terrible idea to dive.
Yeah, this
Walk away.
Would be this is a very big overload as well for BLG. Yeah. Elk is on this side of the map. On top of that, and maybe anyone's Legends want to scrap an Aaron curtain call there, but Kyle still wants to commit. On has already popped the Unbreakable Will. No damage really coming across just yet. Dying Shout for the protection. There's the 6 assist down. They try and lock down Tarzan. Cyclone comes through. The equalizer does whiff. Doesn't find any mainstay. Carries. Baytron bails out. Elk trying to heal, but here comes Timbers from Shanks. And they've got Bin sectioned off, and the bouncing grenade follows over the wall, and now Timbers is going to throw down onto On. No, it's going to be Hope. No, yes, it is Timbers. Another Timbers highlight play of the LPL.
BLG. What are you doing? What was that? That is a baffling play right there from BLG. Good on AL to notice drafting yourself a composition that has so little damage. They just can't go for these fights early on. AL, they're in complete control of the map.
AL just sticking as a wrecking crew, that 4-man draft like we were talking about. It's really hard for BLG to break that line by this point. They're going to have to get creative, or AL are going to have to over-index as we see a game of teleport chicken there. Yeah. Flandra and Bin, or no, let Flandra and Knight teleport over to that bot side, but it's Shanks on the flank that burns both summoners with a snap of a finger out of Elk. That's the Timbers effect. It's going to set up Shelly for a second crash. This is textbook AL macro gameplay. They were just so on point, moving around the map as a hit squad, and they're about to try and knock down another turret off the back of it. And with Flandra and this Yorick, they should be able to do it. The play's going to trap On in place as well. One Herald gets them a tier 1, a tier 2, and a crack at the mid 1-0. They're trying to dive onto Flandra, but Kyle reads the situation perfectly, has Tarzan nearby. Again, BLG are just trying to pigeonhole this dive onto Flandra, but AL are here to cover. The minion wave gets cut down. Magnet Storm being committed. On is taking up the turret that is yet to fall. Tarzan and Flandra, though, go a bit too far forward. That's a clutch charm out of Knight to hold Flandra in place, and now Baytron can fly through the cease and desist, but Shanks turns around, drops Timbers, gets the stun through. Tarzan uses the trickster to get to out, but Knight hunts him down with the charm, forces the flash. Can Hope find anything with his current call on the back end of it?
It's just going to result in a brilliant little play right here for AL. They bait the members of BLG. They make it so uncomfortable for them to potentially step up that they just don't bother. But it's not just the Drake down here. It is also going to be the Atacam picked up on the backside of it as well. AL, they are trying to walk up. They don't want to give over both of these objectives, but what can they really do?
Bin has teleport, so this could be a 5v5, but Shanks is unspotted on the top side of this fight. On is going to flash in the bush. See Shanks, watch the Atacon go down. That's a weird start. Shanks flashes, get the Timber stun, but Knight dodges it with a spear rush. Problem is, Baytron is lost on the front side of the fight. Bin is trying to corral all of AL in place, but the stuns are layering. The knockups are coming through. AL will not relent to the might of BLG. They get Atacon, they get the Drakes, and they make out with 2 kills to none. With the gutsiest call in our opening match. This Baron's free. Nobody's going to match it. AL are too late to the party. They drop the curtain call. Can Tarzan get in to steal it? No. Baytron secures it. Can they get out with the Baron, though? They took a ton of damage from the Purple Worm. They definitely don't want this fight, and On might have to be the sacrificial lamb, but look at Knight off to the side. He's going to dash over. BLG do want to try and scrap with AL, but boy, is it going to cost them. Shanks pops through Baytron's health bar. On falls next, and the rest of BLG have to be ushered out of the pit. They could have gotten away with everybody, but instead they're going to lose 2 members, and now Ocean Soul for sure.
The decision-making out of BLG is so questionable there, and it's off the back of a brilliant play. Sneak away that Baron, 2-man it. Everybody on ALG caught napping. They have absolutely no clue. And with the Baron empowered recalls and 30 seconds left on the timer before the Drake spawns, it's real easy for them to just be able to run away, press B, and come back and potentially fight
100%.
for this soul. Instead, they lose the soul. Yes, you still got a couple of Baron buff, but you lose it onto a couple of members you would have very much liked to have had it as well. BLG just making some baffling decisions so far in this game. Maybe there's some nerves coming through.
Nerves, or I would say just the BLG classic where they kind of just can disrespect their opponents. And a lot of the times in those 18 best of threes, once they got Beitchuan in, it didn't cost them. But AL are a different breed right now, and Elk is completely mispositioned. Deadly Flourish flash forward again, but look who hunts him down. Hope with the shot to the heart of Elk. He falls, and On is next on the menu. One more crit shot from Hope. It shakes to do it. Tarzan set running wild. This Baron power play means nothing to anyone's legend.
No, they're just going to step themselves straight up, and with that Ocean Soul in the back pocket, any damage you do here isn't going to stick for BLG. They're going to get pushed onto right here. You're going to have to drop down the equalizer to at least cut through this wave, but Kyle, Tarzan, they're pretty dang tanky. They're just going to absorb their way through this one. And now you've managed to crack open the base right here of BLG. The inhibitor likely to follow on the back end of this play. Yes, it's not going to spell the end of the game for BLG, but they're really going to have to put their heads back on straight if they want any chance of getting back into this one. Beitchuan going on a walk. He's spotted as well.
He's spotted stealing enemy Krugs.
Into a fight. They simply cannot win.
Tarzan is just playing his game, calm and comfortable as ever, along with Kyle, who continues to find pick after pick. But here comes BLG. Knight gets stunned up mid-dash. Shanks is here to answer. He got the confidence from his squad, and now the rest of his team is slapping home BLG. They try to hand-stiff anyone's legend, but you can't hand-stiff the Megamind of the LPL. That might have just sealed the fate of BLG. 3 members down. AL looking to crop up a series lead, and maybe Flandre will do it with the curtain call. Is going to fall flat for Elk, but they've got waves pushing, and they're looking to make a statement against Bilibili Gaming.
You've not got that good wave clear at this point, and you can see Elk already taking huge damage right here from Flandre. He's just going to get taken down.
It's Hope and Shanks, the 2 unproven carries, to put the finishing bow on a dominating start. Anyone's legend rout BLG, 14-2 in the kill count, up 1-0 in our upper bracket final.